Hi everybody, it's Kate. I am so excited. I finally finished my very first Tilda doll. I'm pretty happy with how she came out, and so I thought I'd show her to you today. So what I'm going to do is just show you the doll right quick, and then if you're not interested in anything with regards to how I did the construction of the doll, then you can just slide on by and not watch the end of the video. But for the little second after I get done showing the doll, I thought I'd tell you a couple of things that were like really helpful for me in terms of the construction of the doll. A couple of tools that I used that I think really like simplified the process and sped up the process and made some of the doll making easier. So anyway, here she is. Look how cute. So she's got the little, I guess it's sort of traditional hairdo, but I parted her hair on the side instead of right down the middle because I thought that was cute. And so it's wool hair, and I used the felting needles, and I just made her a little pearl necklace there. And then you can see the little trims and whatnot. So a little blue, and this is just some cotton trim from Walmart. And there's her little cap sleeves, and she's got 3 skirts. So here's the first layer. She's kind of hard to show y'all, and my camera does not autofocus, so I'm trying to make the video as best I can. I'm sorry. So there's the first layer, and then here's the second layer. I just love this little pom-pom trim. I thought it came out so cute. And then there's the third layer. I'm not sure about if this trim is called box pleated trim or what, but I absolutely love it. And then there's just another layer of lace there. Oh, and then here's her little leggies. And look at her little boots, how cute. And I actually just made those out of elastic, so they slip on and off. It turned out to be a lot easier than actually sewing them to the doll. So anyway, so there she is. And here's her little body. So cute. I tried really hard to do a really good job making her, and I think she came out pretty cute. Yeah, so let me show you the back right quick so you can kind of see the back. Look at her little partner hair. I thought it was so cute. And just her little dress, you know, just precious. She's kind of hard to show all in one frame, but when I get towards the end, I'll back out and let you see the whole doll kind of sitting up. She's super cute. So that's, there she is. Her name is Sweetie Pie. You don't have to call him Tilda, do you? I don't know. I wanted to name her, so I thought she'd be cute as a Sweetie Pie. And I put her some little blush on there. Anyway, so I wanted to show you just 1 or 2 little things, tools that I used while I was making the doll that were just extremely helpful. When you put the skirts on, first, what I wanted to say was I was inspired. I ran across my very first Tilda doll on a video from Angie Bell at My Fairy Treasures. That's her YouTube channel. I'll link her video below. She made the most beautiful Tilda doll, and that was the first one I had seen. And she mentioned in her video that she followed a tutorial by Arena, who is a Passion for Craft here on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it already, I'm going to put the link for that down below, but it's a really excellent tutorial on how to construct the Tilda doll, how to, you know, how to sew and cut the pattern out. She gives some really great tips on stuffing the doll, some good information on how to make these big pretty skirts like this. It's just a really excellent tutorial. And so part of excuse me y'all, part of what she talks about is how to get the little skirts attached to the doll. And part of what she does, let me see if I can get this to focus here. Part of what she does, there it goes, is use some hem tape to attach the gathered skirts to the doll. And so she kind of mentioned how difficult it was, and what you do is iron the hem tape onto the doll to attach the gathered skirt. And she mentioned it was kind of difficult sometimes to iron that. I mean, you can imagine trying to take like a big old iron and iron that onto the doll. So what I ended up using was actually this. It's a Clover, I'm not sure if it's called a mini iron. I wonder if it says right here. Clover Needlecraft, household use only, do not, well, I guess not, do not immerse in water. Anyway, so this is essentially a little tiny iron. And I think they were originally meant for making, what do you call that? It's not seam binding. Like if you were going to make stained glass quilts with the black outlining in between each little patch of the quilt, you would use this to make the, it's not seam binding. Sorry, y'all, I can't think of the word, but that's what I think these were originally meant for. But this tool was so helpful to get right along this area to get the skirt attached to the doll. And then here, like, because there is like a gap, you can see it there, between where the skirt gathers and the doll itself, and to actually get this hem tape in there and onto the doll really well, this was super duper helpful. So if you plan on making a Tilda doll, I would invest in one of these. I'd use a 40% off coupon and get one, because they're not super cheap or anything, but they are super helpful. And I would say that your mind doesn't sort of register this as an iron at first, and you will burn yourself, so be super careful. Because when you see a traditional iron, you kind of already know. I mean, you think iron. But when you see this little thing, you don't necessarily think iron. It's super hot, so just be really careful. But it works great and just really helped with that part of the process. And then the other thing she talks about is stuffing the doll, so that when you stuff her, you don't get like the cellulite, you know, like the bumpiness on the legs and stuff. And she talks about using, like, taking the little, not to mash the little balls of stuffing in the doll like this, so that they don't meet up, and so that this part right here creates that little bump in the doll skin. The difficulty with that is that these little arms and the little legs they're pretty hard to stuff without sort of mashing the stuffing in there. But what I found was super helpful for that were these hemostats. You can use these to put, not only to like sort of get your first layer of stuffing down in the doll, but also to pull a little of it back out, so that you can then come in with another layer of stuffing and then use these again to draw another little tail of stuffing out, and then another little thing of stuffing that sits on top, like she showed in the video. So I found these to be extremely helpful. Also, with the turning of the doll parts, once you get them sewn up and they're inside out and you need to turn them, these were like super duper helpful for that. And then in addition, when you sew the arms on, sometimes it's, you know, you have to kind of push kind of hard and the needle will get stuck. These are just perfect for like grabbing that needle and pulling it out, because sometimes you'll, you know, go to get the needle and it just won't come, or it's, your fingers will slide off. This is really helpful for that. So everything, there is no glue on this doll at all. There's none in her hair, none on her clothes, none on the trim. Everything, I just hand stitched all of it onto her. And there's her little pearl trim. So this is a little trim from Hobby Lobby and some cotton trim from Walmart. And these are a couple of different trims from Hobby Lobby as well. And so I hand stitched. What I did was take this little ball trim here and then hand stitched it to the white lace. And so I started with the blue lace layer and stitched that to the doll, and then put the white cotton layer on top of that, and then stitch that to the doll as well. So cute. I just love her. And of course all the skirts were made on the sewing machine and everything. And y'all, I worked so hard to make the prettiest, tiniest little stitches. So there's the front. I just worked really hard to try to make her as smooth and as pretty as I could. And here's the back where I did the hand stitching. So I thought it came out pretty good. I worked really hard to try to make sure. Now look here. Here's some strings hanging out. Here I am trying to make a video about how hard I worked on this doll, and there's some strings hanging off. So obviously I'll have to cut that. But I just worked pretty hard to do a good job constructing her. Because Arena talks about quality in her video, and I think she's right. Quality of the products and quality of what you make. So let me see if I can just zoom out a little bit to give you guys a picture of the whole doll. There we go. Look how cute she is. I'm sorry for the shakiness because I'm holding the camera. And her little boots. So cute. Anyway, so I had a lot of fun making her, and I hope y'all think she's pretty. I really love her. She's going to be the first of many, I'm sure. So any, comments or things I could have done better to make the doll prettier, I wouldn't mind hearing that too. If you have any suggestions for me. And I'm really excited to make some more. So if anybody out there likes to make Tilda dolls and you want to swap, let me know. Because I had a total blast making her. And I've also got some purple felt in 2 different colors. So I thought I could put her some hair with like some highlights if I made like a more purple looking doll. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm so excited about her. So anyway, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. We appreciate you stopping by the channel. And I hope you have a really great day. Bye.